Tonight, this is wonderful. Shortly after I started in January, Pam Varkony was gracious enough to host one of our series, the Inside Journalism series, and it was my first exposure to this wonderful lady. Pam comes to us as a writer, a speaker, inspired audiences from America to Australia. This is all in your program, but it just needs to be said. Her passion for improving the lives of others, her insights in life, leadership, politics, and the human condition are all over her resume. But most importantly, she is the proud recipient of the Pearl S. Buck International Women of Influence Award. So, your moderator, and you will see why by the end of the evening, and this great panel that she has selected, how wonderful this whole Inside Journalism series is.
Thank you very much for coming tonight. I know that coming out in the time of COVID takes a certain amount of spunk, as they used to say, and we appreciate you being here. Want to thank you as our live audience, and we also want to thank you, our virtual audience. I understand that we have quite a few people logged on tonight from different parts of the country, not just Florida, so that is very encouraging. Our title tonight is, as Chris explained, this is a series called Inside Journalism, and every time we do it, it's titled Inside Journalism ... something, a subset of that. And tonight, it's Inside Journalism, Will Democracy Stand? And I know that sounds like kind of a dramatic question, but several days ago, the New York Times ran a piece headlined, and I'm slightly paraphrasing here, "Both candidates say they're fighting for America's soul. What does that mean?" And the sub-headline was, "Has this election taken on the importance of a fight for the soul of the nation?" That's a pretty serious question. So no less than Socrates, upon whose wisdom so much of our democratic principles are based, explored the connection between the individual soul and the collective republic in creating and maintaining the concept of justice as a country's founding virtue. For those of us who remember the 60s, we've likely asked that question and searched the soul of the nation before. We've seen turbulent times when the country was stridently divided. I remember watching part of Los Angeles burn to the ground. I remember seeing college students at the other end of a National Guard rifle and wondering if we would ever come together again. And we did. We healed those wounds and went on to become even more prosperous and even more of a world leader. Amid these lofty questions of the soul, the argument could be made that this election has become more about personality and morality than about policy or ideology. Solid policy discussions seem to be in the background, yet it is policy and ideology upon which this country will rise or fall for the coming 4 years. As one longtime political observer said to me when I considered dipping my own toe in the political pool, just make sure the water and the sewer lines stay open and the potholes are filled. An oversimplification, to be sure, but wise words that are at the core of what we expect from our government. Keep us safe, keep the economy stable, and keep the lights on. So in the midst of all that is swirling around us, the Firehouse Cultural Center is very pleased to provide this opportunity for an open discussion of the issues, policies, and personalities surrounding this election. We will begin with a moderated conversation with our panel for approximately 50 minutes, and we will then switch over to an open mic Q&A from the audience. I would like to begin by introducing our panel. We are very pleased to have this panel with us tonight, especially less than 2 weeks out from an election, because they are all involved in one way or another. That is the conclusion to what I think has been a really fascinating evening.
Thank you.
So that does conclude our program. Many thanks to this really wonderful panel. I have done a lot of moderating in my day, and this was a fabulous panel.